looks like he'll be able to get away. The other thing, I'm not sure if it's still in the game. I haven't tested it since 7.33E, but Liquid, they are renowned for saying we play dishonorable Dota. And the thing that I want to see out of Insania is he going to put the Astral Spirit through the Twin Gate and get it moving across the entire map to get all of that extra bonus damage and movements?
Do you truly think it's dishonorable Dota that they play? Look at the damage, Boxy. Oh my lord, couple of hits, some spells from Fishman. It takes a punishing blow as well.
Very careful. I mean, it might just be a little bit of a delay now for movements forward on Fishman. He's going to go for a dive with this meld. Case doesn't quite have enough for the Tombstone.
Sunstrike. Oh, they got it. Storm, are you filthy, man? That's what we were saying. He's going to get... He's going to be on point. The skills of his Invoker, one of the best out there without a doubt, but he's going to have to land these Sunstrikes, and his first one on the mark.
Band of Elven Skin delivered on Mickey, so he's going to be able to put in a lot of this harass. Again, Scarith Mage, one of the big weaknesses is that you are fairly squishy if they are able to get in on top of you. Right now, Insania, now he's got the Windlace, he's got the full magic wand to be able to play around with as well. He's actually doing the thing that most of the time you don't do. You want this camp to be blocked up as much as possible, but he just wants as many creeps as he can to use that Astral Spirit.
He blocked it, right? Or is that unblocked? Is the sentry in? Might be out.
I think it's just out. I swear he did it. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me.
What's going on in the river? Nisha? Try and be a bit of a Stormer. He can continue with the damage if he wants to. Oh man, Storm's incredibly low at the moment. Without the mana, it's going to be difficult for him to contest. Nisha might be able to get the kill, lacking some spells.
Doesn't have the mana. That's the thing. He's constantly watching Nisha's mana pool. He would know that he doesn't have anything like the power treads or anything like that. No way to regenerate that mana. So as soon as he got enough for the Scatter Blast, he just started to back.
Bottom lane, Fishman. Oh, they got him. Fade bot from afar. Watson's going to be forced to fight underneath the Firestorm. It's going to be the zombies that actually get the kill, and they're continuing to stack up onto Boxy as well. So in the end, a 1-for-1 trade. Watson gets all the experience as well. Meanwhile, Kataomi denies himself as well. Need to be looking to these supports to start to rotate. I mean, you already mentioned with the water runes, but really, I mean, Nisha with his level 6. That's going to be what Liquid are looking for to potentially be able to slow down this Invoker. So probably about a minute away from that.
Put a lot of emphasis onto that previously without giving up his life. Seem like they'll be able to put too much harassment in onto Insania. Get a kill on the bottom side onto the Rubik, but that Windlace with a very healthy magic wand. At 2 points in the Astral Spirit, he's got plenty of...
Not just another kill, it's also another Sunstrike kill. So this is very close to the hand of Midas.
Forcing Zai back further and further. Done a great job in this lane so far. Oh, he even gets the Zai Blades hit onto him, cancelling the salve that he had running. So once again showing why he is ranked #1.
It's off to a great start. Really continuing to slow down the last hit to Zai. You have a rotation coming out top lane. Like Fishman's going to try and go through the portal. Gabby's pretty tanky with his Helm of the Iron Will. Okay, he's going to be in some danger. They got the Tombstone to continue the dive, and it sets up for the Sunstrike as well. Mickey chase under the tower, but a great rotation from NTD. That's with the catapult timing as well. So this tower should take a decent amount of damage. Yeah, it's early game.
I would say so as well. I mean, the real thing that they're basically playing for now is when can we get the Helm of the Dominator, and where can we look to make kills around level 6 on Gabby, plus the Sunstrike to enable us to actually take this tower and force Mickey out of the lane as much as
Mickey's actually got a Midas queued up as well, so...
Sense against the Beast.
Okay.
Never.
Slow that down, but I mean, you got to get fairly close to be able to use that Midas as well, so it has to be mindful of that. A good amount of damage.
Maybe Fishmen here, they can turn it around. Connection with the Sunstrike. Still, it's not going to be an easy kill. They're going deeper into Liquid's territory. Even a Tombstone used as well, but Liquid trying to converge on the area. That's going to use his first Fiend's Gate of the game. Not to any success. Oh, well, actually, Fishman's still here. He crossed the river. He's going to be punished for that. Nisha gets the kill. Is rewarded with a little bit of gold. They might be able to get the hard stack as well.
That'd be huge. Got this one scouted out. They know they're even going to get a D-ward off at the same time, and that's the downside of these entity heroes. You're not really that good at taking team fights. It's all about pick off and being able to go into the next. And Insania, he's picked you off.
Do they just collapse on?
Like they can look to get active because of the farm that Gabby's able to get. I mean, that kill sets him back a fair way, right?
Look at this. Stormstormer and Fishman getting super active early on. 10 minutes in, an invasion into Liquid's jungle, and unfortunately for the Vanguard, it's not enough. It did take them quite a while to get the kill though. So Boxy's able to step in. Looks like Fishman's just going to try and put his body on the line and enable Stormstormer to retreat away safely.
So you're fairly
Astral Spirit into Echo Stomp, so kind of anyone that shows it, we're going to see that be the case right now. Instantly onto Stormstormer. They're a little bit messy with the spell combo, but it's not going to matter. The kill is secured, and Zai, he's looking to cut off the path as well. Forge Spirits is still bringing Nisha down, but he survives on 15 health. Snapfire gets out of danger, but Insania will be cut off inside their own jungle, so a 1-for-1, but of course Liquid will be happy with that.
Anytime that you can trade a core for a support, you're pretty happy with the overall outcome.
As well, Mickey's not going to be involved in this team fight. It's a 5v4. What the core is going to be for Liquid. It's a pretty good stomp from Zai, but look at Stormstorm with the wrap and the tornado onto 3 with the meatball as well. Now they can rotate around the corner as Watson's in with the cleanup. But still, it's not going to be enough as Gabby finds the finishing blow. It's going to be a 3-for-1 once again, favoring Entity, and that was all set up thanks to Stormstormer's spell casting. Seconds.
I think they just want to make sure they don't lose their high ground, right? Well, obviously he has to be very careful here.
Might lose Insania as well. Forced up, get some separation, but with Mystic Flare is going to be laid down. Boxy should be killed off with the defense gate, unless Insania has something else to say about it. That's what he's going to try and fly on out. The fall damage is just lacking at the moment, with Mickey along with Nisha on the opposite side. And nothing to do with that engagement, so just be the kill into Boxy, but they will lose the Tormentor.
So with Watson, he's got the Blink Dagger finished up, right? That's how he was able to confirm that kill onto Boxy, but it took... Without Watson being there, there's no way they can see...
Dude, so much damage. Now I'll get Boxy as well. Stormstormer nearby to be able to drop some of the spells. Looks like they're a little bit hesitant though.
They can't go with a TA, right? That's the thing. Like, TA is your big burst stuffs as well to be able to play around with.
They lost that ward though. And now Nisha.
Oh, he's in bed.
Down for a couple of seconds. They'll give him a Lotus Orb along with the Crimson. It's a pretty good pit from Zai. Fought over the Echo Sword. They got Stormstormer. That's a big target. That's a lot of the damage. What can they do to protect him? Watson is going to try and jump in. Stormstormer is still alive. Are you serious? This Invoker lives on 140 health and now Liquid. I mean, what do you do now? Formation. Kataomi tries to deal with Insania, and Watson cleans up Boxy as well, which is a dieback for the Rubik.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The very thing is pushing onto this bottom side, but Stormstormer's caught him. No BKB.
Full stuff. I mean, Nisha's going to try and do whatever he can, but now he has to get out of danger as well. And Stormstormer will be able to catch up to him, though. It's not to be. So it does... Buy though, but you've got DD on Watson for about a quarter duration left.
Part of that defense is you might be able to stall, but you just don't have the damage, and you've got the Blink Daggers to be able to dive past a lot of that stall that Liquid has.
Stormstormer? Wants to put the BKB. Even more of a kiss is going to be used as well. Nice Sunstrike Stormstormer. And we've continued to praise his Invoker as having a phenomenal performance so far.
I think they're basically saying enough funny business, just take these towers. You know, Underlord, he's forced to go all the way back here. Last.
Middle barracks are under attack.
That they've got for this game. I really don't feel like Entity are going to wait for this next 5 minutes for it to be reset. They're going to take at least laser racks, I want to say.
Dire's middle barracks is fallen.
Minds as to which one they want to go for. Stormstormer moving away from the rest of the team, but this tower's already so low that it should be pretty damn quick to be able to take it out.
Nice pit. She's starting to get a decent amount of damage to the fish rotation on Liquid, putting all their attention onto the Undying, which puts the ET in a compromised spot, and Anisha just survives on a slither of health. But Zai will not have the same fate as Liquid's base is in shambles. Mickey might go down to the Sunstrike in the base, ever so close, but Watson knows no fear, continuing on further and further. They will pay some respect inside the fountain, but the base is continuing to be pillaged and set up top. They might be able to get the kill onto the Undying this time. What? He's gonna live again! And now this time, it'll be an even scarier punishment as Stormstormer's gonna be able to catch up. They've got the detection, they've got the kill, and they've got the first map victory as well. Entity, what a way to debut this new roster.
It's looking good. It took a little bit of time to get there off the back of some pauses, but, you know, thankfully for them, they didn't get wrapped. You know, we can see a lot of these teams, especially ones that are playing with a new member, you can sometimes...
Turn to pick.
It's what the mini patch was for, so that you could change.
Okay, he's gonna take a decent chunk of damage walking to the lane. He should be able to survive. Charge on the mark from Katsomi. Mickey's really getting brought down pretty low. Looks like he's gonna be okay. Insania's, of course, should be able to repair some of the damage as well.
Did you say that Tofu and Ace were a stronger duo than Zai and Boxy? I really feel like Zai and Boxy put together some S-tier performances.
Yeah. It is still hard to go away from the major winner duo, but yeah, no, they definitely put some incredible performance in with these two as a whole. We see Boxy run into Fishman, and both sides are starting to make some movements across the map. Once again, Katomi's moving on to mid. It will be that 6-minute timing.
Sania's ready though. He's stacking and being able to be in a defensive spot at the exact same time.
Could be bottom though. Anisha could be caught inside the reveal box. He's going to do whatever he can to offset this. Insania in with the bonus health, so it should be enough to keep Nisha alive. A slither, is it enough? Nisha will live, and with the turnaround, they'll go for Boxy instead. He will also live, so a lot of damage being dealt. Any Sunstrikes? Cool down and no mana regard.
One of his more, I don't want to say iconic heroes, but the one that he has a huge amount of impact on in this Visage here. So he might force a bit more defensive rotations to come up from the entity supports.
Make them quickly. Someone's going to try and make the attempt. Sunstrike's going to get laid down, but a beautiful snowball dodge at the perfect timing. And now they'll move over the top. They're going to rely on Gabby's curse to be able to get some repositioning. It'll hold Zai into place to help secure the kill, and Stormstormer will live as a result to that. As Entity once again, it was looking like a great start for Liquid. They will still be able to get the boys over to the right side, so Watson goes down, and Gabby's going to be next as well with the extra rotations. Liquid, they will punch back and find multiple kills as a result to that.
No more stuns to be able to stop them from getting through the Twin Gate, but this is the start that Liquid were wanting. They wanted to get these early kills and use it to pressure into towers. It was a nice
and that run of you is about to happen. You got Bloodstone on the left, you got Blink on the Dragon Knight. You are good to go. You'd love Pipe to be completed on Zai at the same timing, but that's just not going to be the case. You can't have everything line up, and look at, they're going to charge down. They'll eye up Stormstormer. It's actually going to be the jump on the Fishman first. Can he activate the Glem for the death? That's not going to be the case, but Watson lands the Chrono onto 3. Is the Tether Heal going to be enough for the mechanism? It is not to be. Nisha goes down. Now they're going to turn to Mickey next, and they still got the damage left in the tank. Gabby's going to try and move on over to drop the curse, but the relocate is there to drag him away. So they might just turn their attention over to Zai. He's not going to be beefy enough without the pipe completed, but Mickey wants to fight. Snowball's going to pass through the middle, stunning up 2. Watson gets the time up to reposition. These long fights, so like we mentioned, will start to favor Liquid, but with the Silencer back alive, he'll utilize the global silence that'll help get some separation as Gabby flies up to the higher ground, and now they can look for the cleanup. Liquid, they don't have the damage to be able to go through the Entity boys, as once again, Entity will come out on top.
They're just out fighting them, man. It didn't even go perfectly for them either. They used the Chronosphere mid-pulverize as well. smokes that they're using right now are exactly the way that I would be using.
Dire's middle
Right?
tower
Like
is under
they've just
attack.
used a smoke to be able to A, get away, and B, Fishman even places down a super deep observer ward to try and flank out.
As the Global Suns to be able to counter out the relocate, and now all of a sudden Zai might be in some danger. They're not going to expect the rotation out of the twin gate. Is going to be survivable enough for the pipe activated. Zai is okay for the moment. The reinforcements are here, and now they're going to turn their attention over to Stormer. Watson's still got the chrono to work with. They're going to try and target down the IO first, taking care of the sustain, and now it means the curse should be enough to get the full-up damage. The Euless is there at the last second from Nisha, and they should be able to get the turnaround kill. Still, it's going to take some time to catch up to Katomi, but now they might even go for Watson next as well. Gabby's got a free fight though. This Winter Wyvern damage is starting to ramp up, and they're going to be able to close the distance though. Gabby, Atos holds the Dragonite into place, wants a high five as well. We'll get some kills instead, so once again, was looking like an okay middle of the
That gets through your high armor on the DK, feels pretty good.
fire.
Find a quick hit.
The ultimates on cooldown is really be great timing. Oh, Boxy with the snowball as well. They catch up the Stormer. Where is Nisha? Where's their main damage source? The Leshak gonna try and move on over for the left side. He'll target down with the Invoker at the moment, and there doesn't seem like there's much that NTD are going to be able to do to protect Stormer's life, and as a result, the remaining members, they're gonna be able to catch Boxy out once he's trying to get the Wisdom Rune. Nice progress stick, so Rune will get the kill as well. On top of that,
Gabby as well, I believe, as his boots of travel finished in 25 seconds, so about being able to manipulate these lanes. Quick
setting
kills
up
are a good
mid.
way to
doesn't even lose the ages as well, and they're looking to try and make them pay as well for that attempt, as Fishman will not be able to escape onto the silencer. No, wait, does he get out? He lives? Oh, they might be able to get Gabby instead though. Now
bigger target.
is a more value target.
charge.
He's going to do whatever he can to protect it, but the snowball goes right through the middle, and Liquid, they've got the sustain. There's nothing they need to fear. Mickey, this man wants Fishman as well, and he'll fly him deep past the throne. Nothing they can do on Entity to slow down Liquid.
Yeah, that was just, they needed to play this game perfectly, right, on Entity, and it was just Watson completely disconnected from the rest of the team. He's not quite at that point where he's able to, like, 1v5 people in the middle of a fight. It's late game, no hero better than the Faceless Void, but they just needed him there to provide a little bit of control, a little bit of extra damage onto Nisha, to at least get rid of that Aegis, and lead them to be a little bit less confident of just continuing to run at them.
And I mean, still for Watson, like those past previous fights, he's been exceptional with chronos onto multiple people, but that was just the first fight where he has one misstep. We'll see how much it truly costs them.
Kill here, but he's very tanky. Make sure they consistently layer in that damage over time onto him so he doesn't have that blink available, but it's expired now, so you've got to be careful, and Gabby's Arctic Burn is expired too.
Okay, wants to go.
This is what I was talking about, right? If they're running out, your boots of travel ain't gonna do jack. You know, this is...
Fishman, don't do that.
I mean, pop the smoke. He's like, I'll try and get out. See you guys, but they're not gonna have a fire.
Just an easy kill. They did see Mickey down bottom. Of course, they know they can come through the rift pretty quickly, so this is
Oh, they found him.
I don't know. They're going to be able to get the kill. Mickey activates the BKB. The Global Sun's going to be able to address the relocate. Mickey's still in some danger. It's just Boxy here at the moment. Somehow he needs to get back over the right side to connect to the twin gate. Mickey, there we go. Chrono Yu's going to connect onto two. Boxy will try and snowball through the Chrono, but it's not there. They'll end up losing the Dragonite. They might end up losing Zai as well, because where are the boys? Nisha's finally going to be able to join them. They wanted to deal with Fishman. They were able to do so, but without being nearby with where that initial fight was breaking out, it meant that Entity were able to get two gigantic kills.
All on the back of Kataomi as well, right? There's that great use of the Pulverize. As soon as that BKB is popped, wasting a huge portion of it, and then it's just a matter of waiting it out. You know, you got Gabby there with that damage over time to be moved back.
It's Sure.
Huge.
It's difficult. It has to be clean. It has to be perfect. Global Silence is going to try and stop that, but it's not enough. They're able to find the Winter Wyvern. Stormstormer's going to be in with the combo. It stops the retreat down to the bottom of the stairs, and now Katomi wants to follow up as well. An early use of the BKB out of Stormstormer, though, a little bit unnecessary, so you're happy with that for Liquid. Not only do you get a super clean kill, but Global used along with an item out of the Invoker.
I need to think that they've got vision in that little pocket that I was talking about to the north side of the tier 3 tower, but they don't at this stage. It was just Gabby getting a little bit too close. Blast go out and they thought, let's go for it blind. Biscuit.
Does that need to be the case in every single fight for Liquid? Like, who is the primary target that they need to take out of the equation to have a successful fight?
They need to kill people outside the base, because you just can't let Gabby play in the
He's not going to be playing with too much mana inside the fight. Nisha, though, is going to run straight into them head first. Entity, they want to try and stop it towards the backline. Mickey, he wants to take Fishman out of the equation, making sure there's no global silence. The Chrono's already been used as well, as Watson only catches one. That's not the ultimate usages that you need for Entity to have a successful team fight. Is now Liquid. They should be able to come out on top. It's all going to be on Gabby's Winter Wyvern, and it can land the curse. It's a pretty goddamn good one at that. Zai's going to be killed off with no remorse. But now Mickey and Nisha, they should be able to clean up with ease. As Entity, they're getting chased down one by one, as Gabby will not be able to survive inside the seeing those.
The more a curse into, you know, so on and so forth, but it's going to take a lot, and you're going to be having a lot of heroes that yeah, I guess they've got a decent wave clear, but Fishman is not one of them.
It really seems as well that whenever Entity are not getting
Lock it. Thought of survivability here is Nisha. Well,
how do you defend this? Actually, you have DK illusions, Nisha sieging from far, Familia's also being a pest.
It's going to be one of these wraparounds, right? Nisha is a bait. Like, you cannot go onto this guy. He's got so much survivability.
Radiant are scanning.
Gabby's trying. Nice scan. But at least aware that something's occurring on this right side.
The bearing to buff up. Look at this. Look at the pavilion.
They're falling, man. So someone needs to make a play, but Liquid are making sure they never group up. Katomi, he's just forced to try and charge in. A global silence going to fly out as well, but it's just not good enough.
The base is
They might be able to get the kill out of Tanisha, but yeah, like you said, Mickey and the Familiars, they'll turn to the throne. Who cares about the Chrono? Because the rest of the Liquid members have their eyes on the prize, and they'll be rewarded with this game.
Will indeed, and turns out fast-paced Dota can really make the enemy team a little bit